Good morning. Today we are going to learn about the operating system. Now I think you can remember during the theory session I have mentioned that the all the things we can see and what we can touch, we call them hardware. The laptop computer and the desktop computer, even the smartphone, there are various devices, various hardware devices. So these hardware, if we want to use these hardware, we should have software on that, right? So software, again I have mentioned there are two kinds of software: system software and application software. Where if we want to use that hardware, first we should have system software, then for special purposes we are using application software. So when we consider about again the system software, there are two types of system software, two categories. Actually there are three categories. One is the operating system, the other one is utility programs, where we need some help for operating system things to run smoothly, then we can use the utility programs. Then another one, if you are a program, if you are doing programs, then we should have these language translators, right? So here we are considering about the operating system. When we take in the operating system, again I have mentioned there are two types of operating systems: the CLI operating systems and the GUI operating systems. How they can view by us. Now CLI interfaces are command line interfaces. CLI operating systems, we call them command line interfaces, where there will be a black screen, and you have to remember all the commands to work with that, right? So still we are using command line interfaces for various developing things for these computers. Then actually we are the users of computers. Most of the time we are using the graphical user interfaces, where we can see the icons, various icons, menus. Here, since I'm using windows are there, the images are there, so very colorful interface we are getting with the graphical user interface. So first of all we'll see, now here I'm using Windows operating system. When I switch on the computer, it has do all the tasks, where the initial task, and this has been open. Now we'll see what we can see. Now with the operating system we are getting this desktop, where you can arrange like a normal table, your table you are working like that. Here now I am working, so I can keep the various files which I needed most. Some tools I need, I can keep on this desktop, and I can put a nice image here. Then you can see there's a bar here underneath, the below bar, we call that taskbar. So again we can arrange where we need this bar, and these things what I am telling to you will be vary from operating system to operating system, and again will vary from version to version. Now here I'm using Windows 10, but if you are using Windows 8, it's somewhat different than this, right? But most of the thing, the task you are doing there, are most of the things are the same. So here when we consider about the taskbar, in front, actually on left hand corner, you can see the start button, where you can go to start menu. There you can see your things, the shortcuts. Actually they are for power. When you switch off the computer, how you are doing it, you can select it from there. Sleep, shut down, restart, things are there. If you want to restart the computer, if you just want to shut down and keep it shut down, if you want to run the programs inside, but you want to close the computer, just we'll say sleep there. Then underneath, even though the computer goes to sleep, but the things are doing, like when we sleep, all the things, other things, the respiratory system works, and the digestive system, the circulatory system, all are working. So like that, here inside the system is working, but we can see it's sleeping, like it's closed, right? Then the next one is what we see is here you can see the settings. You can change the settings of the computer with the OS. here you can go to this, later we'll do this, and this picture folder and the document folder, like that, things which we are using most of the time, we can take those things. And the user account, you can see it from here. And here the start menu, where in your computer the software you have installed, the shortcuts are here, so you can select from here. You can go to those application softwares, right? Then on here, on the right hand side also, you can see the things like this PC. Actually, what you have pinned to the start menu, you can see it as it is, or you can see it as menus, right? So we'll see what's actually my computer is having. So for that, we have to go to this PC properties. So I am going to this PC's properties. You can see more. Now here it says unpin from start. Now it's here, but if I don't need it here, I can say unpin, then it will go from here, right? Then resize, you can resize this, we can say small. See, if you want, you can make it medium, like that you can change. Then the more is you can pin to taskbar. Now you can't see it in here, right? But if you want, if you most of the time if you are using it without going to the desktop or the start menu, you can say pin to taskbar. So the things which are pinned to this taskbar, time to time I'll change it according to the my work which I am needed most. I'll keep it, I'll take it here time to time. So I can go to this PC again. I can just show you the things more. Manage properties, map to network, if we are in a network, and if I want to use my hard disk, if I want to connect or share it with the network, then I can go to these things. So I am going to properties here, which I want to see what's inside my computer, right? What is this? You can see what is the window edition. It's Windows 10, and it says Windows 10 Pro 2018 Microsoft Corporation has all the right reserved. It's copyrighted. Then you can see in the system the processor is Intel Core i3, and CPU speed also you can see. And installed memory, the RAM, you can remember, no? RAM is where when we are working, we are doing all the work on this RAM. It's a primary memory, but again it's a volatile memory where you switched, when you switched off, when you power off, all the things inside that memory will be cleared. When you start it again, when you start the computer again, it will start as a new memory, right? So if you have a larger memory, larger RAM, then which means you can do most of the task very easily, right? If the RAM is low, like RAM is not very big, then when you are doing several tasks at the same time, the computer becomes slow, right? So here you can see I can see the system type 64-bit operating system. Now when we consider about the computer system, the processors and the memories and memory locations, addresses, all the things we call, earlier it was 16-bit, before that they were smaller than that, then 32-bit and 64-bit. Nowadays we are using somewhat the 32 and 64-bit. Still 16-bit are sometimes there. So these things means the memory locations and the processors, actually the architecture of them, how when they are building it, they are building it as 64-bit. So if it is a 64-bit hardware we are having, the processor and all the stuff, then we should use a 64-bit operating system. But like the software also, the application software also, then we have to use 64-bit operating system. But sometimes the 32-bit which are developed for 32-bit also can run on 64-bit, right? Then here the pen and touch I don't have for my computer. And then the computer name, if I am going on network, if I am mapping to a network, connecting to a network, then you can go with this name like that. And the product ID, the Windows product ID was there, and we can change the things also here, but I am not going to change the things here, right? So likewise I can view the properties, right? How did I go to there? I just go to this PC. Sometimes it will be on your desktop, but I have removed it here. So you can go to, if it is on the taskbar, you can right click on it, you can go to this PC, and then from there you can go to system properties, right? Like this. See, it has mentioned the things, okay, right? Then another thing is here the properties is there, so you can click that, and what we have seen is here, right? The operating system things and all, right? Then another one you can do, if you can't find this PC, and in earlier versions of Windows it comes as my computer, so where you can got all your computer's properties, you can see it from there. So this PC, if it is not there, you can go to this magnifying thing where the search you can do, and again with the various different software you will get it in various places, right? So in Windows 8 you will get on top right corner, right? So here I'm going to type this PC again. If I can't find it here, if I can't see it there, so I can just type, then okay, you got your what you needed, right? You can go through this and see the properties are there. You can just go to properties and view it, right? So if we go through this taskbar again, the magnifying glass where you can see where you can search the things inside the computer, and then here I have put some things which I am using most of the time, and whenever you open a folder it will come to this place, it shows like this. And then I put the snipping tool. Now when we consider about the snipping tool, you can snip, you can take a snapshot. Actually the print screen, like print screen we can take this, but when we consider about the print screen, we can take the whole screen, right? Likewise here also you can go to the mode and you can take full screen snip. So when if in GIT exam, if they ask you to do some snipping thing, like okay, as an example, when you watch the system properties, they want to know whether you have been able to do that. So they might ask, okay, take a screen shot and send it to us with this name. So you have to use this full screen snip, right? Then a window snip. Now full screen snip means, see, it automatically gives us full screen snip. Then again, if this is not what I need, or if this is what I need, I can go to save and save it in a place. But if it is not what I want, then I can go to a new snip and go to the mode, and I can say free from snip, free form snip, like where I can take a free form, right? I can select freely. Then rectangular snip, when I can, where I can select a rectangular snip, right? I can take a rectangular snip. Then another one was there, the window snip. Actually I have not opened any windows here, so the whole screen might come. But if I open a window like this again, so if I go to this new, I can see you can see the red lines are coming. So if it is the whole screen, or if it is this one, I can select what I want, right? Then I can take the snip. When I select it, it will come like this, right? So when if you want to keep this, you have to save this, right? We can save it by pressing yes, and then you can give a name and a place to save it, and then you can save it. Right? So think I am going to save it on my desktop. I can go to this desktop icon, and then I can type the name, okay, the PPT window. I just type PPT window, right? That's what I have taken. Then you can select the file type, which time. Then sometimes they might say, okay, you have to save it as a GIF file, or you have to save it as a JPEG file. So you have to consider about this place also. Have to select it and press save button. and it will be saved. See, this is where I have saved it on the desktop, right? So if I go to the next one, it's they are my these days I am using some online tools to do the communication, the WhatsApp, the Zoom, and these are two web browsers what I am using. So likewise, these are office packages, media player, and then these are some recording software. So likewise, when I am using the things which I need, I can keep it here. Then think I know I don't need this anymore. Now I am using this calculator, but I don't need it anymore. I want to free this place and I want to take another one. So I can just right click on it and I can say unpin from taskbar. It will go, right? It will move. So if I want to pin something, then I can go to that place. We'll see I want to pin the messenger, then I can go to that place and right click on it, and it says pin to start and pin to taskbar. So I have to select pin to taskbar. See, it has been come here. Now I want to keep all the communication tools in one place, so I'll take it and drag and drop it here, right? So the next one is the in a network. I can see the people who are connected with me, and then the communication, the internet connection, and then the volume, where I can reduce the volume, or I can just right click and go to various sound properties things and all. Then I can see how my battery is charging, how I have connected to the power. And then this place is I have selected engine English. So here these are the languages I am using in this computer. So whenever I need to type in these languages, I can select it. Then the next one is where you can see the date and time. So if you want to customize it now, you can just select date and time, automatically update it with the system, where you can select the region where you are living, and then the automatically date and time will be updated. But if you want to customize it for any purpose, you can just go to adjust date and time and you can change it. So it'll these things I'll go with the next lesson. So these are the main things actually we can see. And another important thing is this recycle bin. Recycle bin, wherever you like think I just don't need this CPV folder, right? So this is a zip folder, I don't need this. So I can just right click and say delete, right? I can just drag in and drop it here. I'm just dragging and dropping it. See, it has gone to the recycle bin, but it's there. So until I clean up the recycle bin, it will be there. Like I'm keeping a dustbin in my office, and then I'm putting all the stuff which I don't needed. But once a while we have to clean that dustbin, otherwise it will be stack up there, right? Now here also the same. If I want to clean this, I can just right click on it and I can say empty recycle bin. It will be cleaned all, right? It will clean all the things. Or else I can just double click it and see what's inside, and whether it's not needed. Like when I'm removing the dustbin of my office, I can just go through each and every things which is inside the dustbin, and I can again think that do I need this, or mistakenly I have put something there, I can check. Likewise here also I can check. So when I am checking, if I want to think I need, okay, this file I have just mistakenly deleted, oh I thought this is not needed but I need it now, so I can just go to this place and restore the selected item. I can select it and I can say restore the selected item. So wherever it has been earlier, it will be restored to this place. Now you can see here's a blank space where this was earlier, so I can say restore the selected items. So it will come to this place, right? So it will come to the next to the blank space from the left corner, so I can just take and keep it here. So if there are so many things are there, so you can, if you want all the things, you can say restore them all, right? Or else if you want to delete them, you can say empty recycle bin, one by one. Also you can right click and say delete it like this. You can select and say delete one by one. Also you can delete all together. If there are so many things, you can say empty recycle bin, it will be emptied by the command, right? So these are the main things you should know about the operating system. Actually there are so many things, but with this course I think this is enough. Okay, have a nice day.